I remember when gay marriage was passed in 2015. Do you remember that? Love wins. The Supreme Court decision that same-sex couples will be able to get married. The law of the land. I remember that. Well, this is what it's come to now. So it used to be the LGBT community, then it became the LGBT community, then it became the LGBTQ community, then it became the LGBTQIA community, then it became the LGBTQIA 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get the point? They just keep adding things on over and over and over again. Well, folks, they have a new member. Have you heard of the new member? The new member of the LGBTQIA plus community. They're called MAPS. What are MAPS? Minor Attracted Persons. And we are going to play a video from one of the minor attracted persons. You may wonder, does that mean what I think it means? Yes. So here's a video from one of the MAPS, the newest member of the LGBTQIA 1, 2, 3 community. And they're explaining what they are. Here we go.
My name is Connor Gardner Weston. I'm 27 years old and live in Dayton, Ohio. I am an anti-contact, non-offending pedophile. I am fundamentally against adult minor relationships because I know that they are harmful. I don't have any urges that I need control, just like how most straight men don't have the urge to rape every woman they meet. Pedophilia is not a choice.
Pedophilia is not a choice, is what he says. This guy says that pedophilia is not a choice.
I can choose not to harm minors, but I can't choose to stop being attracted to them. My name is Connor Gardner Weston.
This guy says that pedophilia is not a choice. Okay, so now this puts the LGBTQ community in a bit of a problem. Okay, you can come at this from two perspectives. Number one, you could say, hey, this guy is in our movement. You could say, if you're them, pedophilia is not a choice. Then you would align gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, intersex, asexual, all of that stuff with pedophiles. If you say pedophilia is not a choice, then you associate pedophilia with being gay, which is a problem for them. Number two, if you say, hey, we don't want this, then what you're putting out is saying it is a choice, but they're still identifying with your movement. That's the problem. These people are still identifying, saying, I'm one of you. And you can't get the stench off. No matter how you condemn, you can't get the stench off. So you can't win. And again, some people, I don't even know why I was 14 when this happened, when this got legalized, right? And so I remember people saying, oh, first it's this, then pretty soon it's going to be, we're going to legalize bestiality. That people are going to be able to have sex with dogs and it's going to be whatever. And that hasn't happened. But it became LGB, then it was LGBT, and the trans movement became more accepted. Then you have Drag Queen Story Hour that happened. Then you have the forced sterilization of minors. You talk about the Biden administration was talking about gender-affirming care when it was really cutting off your breast and your dick, and so on and so forth. And you have the bill in California where they don't require the teachers in the school to tell the parents if the kids are going by a different name, calling themselves female if they're a male and vice versa. And this is the natural progression of things. This is the problem. This is the social contagion. Kids are very malleable. Kids are very influenceable. If a kid does not know what they want for breakfast, if you do not let a kid pick out what they want for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, why are you going to let a kid pick out their gender? We know this has been hashed out. We're not going to do it again. But this is the logical conclusion when you continue to allow society to normalize all of these things. Eventually, that snowball is going to come rolling down the hill, and this is where you're going to arrive. What are you going to do? Are we going to cut it off right here, or are we going to continue the snowball all the way down the hill and get to bestiality? What are we going to do? It's a great question, because this guy doesn't think pedophilia is a choice. And I've been told all my life that being gay isn't a choice either. So what are we going to do? This puts a dent in the movement, pokes a couple of holes in the movement. I don't think it's going to be good. By the way, here's a person that's going to be teaching your kids. This is a kindergarten teacher, and I'm going to play it for you. But again, another conclusion of this movement continuing to gain steam, continuing to be tolerated because we are supposed to be a country of tolerance.
Hello, my name is EJ. I teach elementary general music to students from kindergarten through 5th grade. And my students call me Maestro. But here are all the things in the last week the students have called me instead of Maestro. A 5th grader called me Maestro Baddie. There's various 5th grade girls who really love to hype me up, and it made me feel great. I said I can be Maestro Baddie, absolutely. In a similar vein, but a little more uncomfortable, we have Pookie Maestro. So that was unique. Now I'm non-binary, and like Cher, I just have one name, Maestro, as a teacher. But I do get called Miss Maestro and Mr. Maestro in the same vein. I don't love it, but I get that they're confused. We have a lot of English language learners at this school. I'm not going to be that mad about Miss and Mr. Maestro. Bro, have been called bro multiple times. I do sometimes address children as bro, so I personally don't hate it.
This is what happens when you continue to proclaim that you are the society of tolerance. When you tolerate things, they continue to persist. If we would have cut this off right at the base, you wouldn't get non-binary kindergarten teachers. But because we are the society of tolerance, this is what you get. This is what happens. This is what happens when the social contagion comes for the people that are going to educate your kids. So good luck, America. I don't know what else to say, but things aren't going well. Things are not going well at all. I know I said that I was going to try not to end the episode on a black pill, but I'm very black-pilled. I don't know where to go from here. Things aren't turning out good. Good luck.